Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here. Welcome to episode 25 of my Modular Mayhem Let's Play series. Now, I've done a pack update today. Iskandar's released a new version of the pack with a bunch of updates to mods, and it's also added in Railcraft, so we will perhaps get into some Railcraft stuff in a later episode, but mainly, I believe it's mainly just bug fixes, but there has been a big update to Chromatocraft. And if you do the update, please read the list. There is a line you'll need to add into your extra arguments for Java. It is written on the update page of the Curse launcher. Not sure about FTB, and I'm pretty sure Iskandar was fairly thorough. It should be listed everywhere what you need to do. One of the updates is got these pretty lights. Bit of a I guess a little touch, so to speak. The book, the lexicon, the chromic lexicon, has had a bit of an update. Not sure whether it still doesn't save exactly where you were, but it now has the ability to say you've got something open. You've got this save and exit button. So when you open it again, it'll go back to that spot, which is awesome. I think I was saying in one of the previous episodes where it'd be nice if you could have something like this, and you go and you find your stuff that you want, you right click, and you're back where you were, which is fantastic. Rake up, excellent job. That's definitely was needed. Let's see. I've been doing a little bit of work in my TARDIS, and I have leveled up a little bit. And the easiest way to level up is to go into what's called, where is it here? Uncoordinated flight. So just drifting. Pretty much, may as well do it now. So I've got it in drifting mode. I do have the location where I am saved. That's this button here can be changed to either load or save. So I've saved its current spot, and it's saved to this button here. So when I want to go back there, I can just hit the button and it goes back there. So to fly the TARDIS, you give it a location. In this case, we're just going to drift. And then you need to push this button here, which is a temporal primer. You need to hit this lever here, which is the helmet regulator, and then release the quantum handbrake. Now, I'm sorry if this is a bit loud. It's just how it is. Now you can see here on this gauge, it shows the XP that I have. And the way you gain XP is by flying. See how that had turned dark blue there? If you've watched the show, you'll notice he runs around like a bit of a lunatic. He's pushing buttons and switching levers and stuff while he's flying. Same purpose, same principles here. While flying, you need to make sure you go around and hit the dark blue items. Otherwise, it will explode and do damage. And that noise means that I just leveled up. Got another level of XP. So once the gauge fills up, it gives you levels. Now, because I've just been drifting, I will have moved, and I probably won't be able to get out the door. But what levels do is it allows you to do upgrades to your TARDIS. So I've done one here, which is the energy level. I've put it up one. I've done one energy regen level up. And I think I'm going to do another one. And Iskandar gave me the tip of it requires an empty hand to do the shift. You can see down the bottom there where it says sneak and activate the button again to upgrade energy. So you need to have an empty hand to do that. So that'll now make the energy regeneration quicker. So that's this little gauge here. It'll go up a bit quicker. So it's going up 3 at a time now. But yeah, so for me to get back to where I was, because I think if you look here, it says everything's obstructed. And I've gone miles. I don't know where I am at the moment. I've gone miles away. So pretty much, I think that's because I don't have it set to land on the ground all the time. I've just got to remember where that lever is. But to get back, put it back into coordinated flight. Select this button, which should load my position. Oh, and then 1, 2, 3. And this should fly back. Now, one of the other things I've been flying this for is this here, which I'll show you in just a second. I don't want to take any damage with them as well. So you can see that had a distance to transmit there. So we should now be back at home. And I think this only comes with an upgrade. I don't think it's there straight away. I think it's once you upgrade the TARDIS a little bit. And yes, yeah, apologies for the sound. So this should now be everything safe, not obstructed anymore. Now these things here are temporal laboratories. They only generally work when you're flying. And I've made these to make these 2 items here. This Dalacanium is gold, and this chronosteel is iron. And basically, I've just put a stack of iron and a stack of gold in here, and it runs through the machine and turns into these items. The reason I've done that is, see, and we're back to where we were. Before, I wouldn't have been able to get out of the TARDIS. It would have been stuck in stone somewhere. Underneath the TARDIS here, I've put a TARDIS landing pad. And the idea behind that is that it should land on that spot every time you come back to this area. There's a little bit of drift. If you don't have one of the pads, I believe it can land sort of anywhere. Not, anywhere within a relative close proximity. Like it won't land over the back there somewhere. It'll generally land in this area. But I put that landing pad there and there's a setting in the TARDIS to say that it will only land on the landing pads. So I was making landing pads to enable myself to put one up on the moon as well. That's the recipe there. So some of this chronosteel and the Dalacanium, and that gives me the landing pad. So that's for my next trip up to the moon. Also for the next trip up to the moon, I said it in the last episode, I'm going to make some turrets. Now, I decided I'm going to make a couple of the gun turrets, and then probably one laser turret. Now the laser turret requires, if you see in the info there, it says tier 5. So that requires a base of tier 5. So that's this one here. Each of these is for different guns. So the disposable item turret, which is pretty cool. You can just throw whatever items you have available, dirt, whatever, into it, and it'll fire them. It does, as you can see there, 1 heart of damage, pretty low accuracy, and it uses 2 RF per shot. Pretty low, and can hit 10 blocks, a range of 10 blocks. Next level up's potato, so same sort of thing, just load it with potatoes. Next one up is the gun turret. So it's got a range of 18. It requires a tier 2. Takes bullets for its ammo. Only does one heart of damage per projectile, but it's fairly cheap, and it only takes 100 RF a tick, 100 RF a shot. Now bullets are very cheap. Lead, gunpowder, iron gets you 64. So I'm sure we can grab a couple of stacks of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So I plan on probably making 4 of these and then having 1 laser in the middle. So let's make them. Let's make the 4 gun turrets. So the gun turrets require a fair few items. All the items require these IO buses. So I'm just going to make a stack. Stack, I said. Stack plus 1. I'm going to throw them back in the system. Right, so gun turret requires 2 of them, some lead, chamber, and 2 barrels. So let's make 1, 2, and then a tier 2, a couple of tier 2 barrels. So this is just for one gun. And this chamber here, which requires that. And a tier 1. So I might end up automating this one. What else have I forgotten? This. And that is the turret. And it needs to go on a tier 2 base. So you can see why I made a lot of these IO bus things. So we require one of them, which requires one of these. And what else do we need? We need the... I'm missing glass. Make up some glass. While we're doing that, what else do we need? We need one of these. No, we need another one. Conductance core this time. So let's see if we've got enough glass yet. Yep, we do. Energy cell. Want to make one of these. Throw that in there. That should give us the turret base tier 2. We've got bullets, we've got a gun. Right. If you hover over here, it says it can do 2 add-on slots and 1 upgrade slot. So these are your upgrades. So we've got accuracy, efficiency, fire rate, range, scattershot. So this can handle 1 upgrade, but you can see some of them stacks up. Someone says stacks up to 4 times, 4, 4. So they all seem to stack up to 4 times. I was wondering whether I might do, so what can this do? 18. I can add another 8. Might just leave it for the moment. The other bit it can do is 2 add-ons. So these add-ons here, you got redstone, damage booster, solar generator, the recycler, and a thing to hide it, and this one here is for open computers, computer craft. So, that being said, this is a fairly basic unit, but I plan on making 4. So, might what do we need? We need 3 more. 3 of them. 3 of these. 3. This will be the hard bit, I think. Oop, that's not what I wanted. 3 of them. Right, getting somewhere. 1, 2, 3. What am I missing? 1, 2. Awesome. So that's the 4 bases. Now we just need to make 4 more of these. So what do we need? 3 more of these. So we need 6 barrels. Six barrels, and then 6 level 2 barrels. We need 6 of the 3 of these. 3 of them. 3 of these. So you can see, as I've said before, see why I like AE. Definitely makes, done that bit. Definitely makes creating stuff. What did I just make? Whoops. Incendiary turret. Takes blazing clay. Well, that was a fail. Let's actually choose the right gun. Now I need to make another 2 of those things at the bottom there. Whoopsie. Two of them. Almost there. Try not to make a turret I don't need. I probably need to make, yeah, 2 more barrels. Derp. Right. 4 guns. 4 turret bases. Got a bunch of wire. Now you can see that the laser turret's a little bit more involved. It needs tier 5 barrel, tier 5 chamber, and then it also needs a tier 5 base. So let's just try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the barrel. And this doobie whacker. So I need level 1. Oh, that's right. Need this. 2. Yep. Yep. Another one of them. 3. Another one of these. 4. And one more. 5. Right. Laser turret. Do I have what I need? Yes. So that's the laser turret, and then we need this turret base. So we're going to need 1. Alright. Small. 2. 3. 4. 5. I'm going to need one of these. And really? What am I doing? One of them. I gotta fill it. I gotta fill it with redstone. Let's just drop down and get it full of redstone. I have added. What have I got here? I've added the pattern to make blaze powder here from glowstone, and over here I've added that's the resonant ender bucket. So that's familiar. So I have made it so that I can make enderium dust and blazing pyrotheum. I just haven't automated the actual bit to make the enderium ingots yet. So I'm getting there. Slowly, slowly. So we want that one. That one. So this needs to be the full cell. Which is this one. Yeah. A little bit derpy today. Alright. That's the energy cell. We should now be able to craft this. Excellent. So that's the tier 5 base and the 4 tier 2 and gun turrets. So the laser one doesn't require an ammo, but it does use 10,000 RF per shot. So tier 5 can handle 2 add-ons, 2 upgrades. I'm hoping there's some sort of energy efficiency. That would be nice. Efficiency. Yeah. So what do we got here? Eyes of Ender. So we can stack up to 4. So let's just make. I need some blaze. Let's make 4 of them. Yeah, a bit of a graphical glitch here. I'm not sure exactly why. One of them. 1. Each time it crafts. 2. 4. So that says 4. Where was our efficiency? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll use them on the laser. It'll give us a little bit of an efficiency boost. Alright, well, I'm going to head up to the moon because it's a bit long-winded and I don't want to waste... Actually, I'm going to sleep first. I don't want to waste time of the episode flying. So I'm going to cut here and I'll be back in just a tick. Alright, I'm back on the moon and it's nighttime and there are mobs everywhere. And my base isn't quite protected as it should be. You can see I'm in the... You can hear because I'm in the oxygen bubble now. So what I'm hoping... Hey, it's not very nice, mate. Go away. Go away. Die. Obviously the spiders can still get up. Let's put some lights down. A little tip that I was given between episodes there was that this should be able to light the place up. Now, I will have to move these eventually. Where'd that go? Anyway, so the idea being that the spider's going to die first. Secondly, I want to get positioning these turrets, and I was going to go one more level up, so let's do that. And I'm going to put... I might actually sink it in here for the moment. And put this on top. Not sure if that's going to work, but we'll see how we go. Got a bunch of cables with me. So let's see if we can get one of these going. I'll put some... Where did I put those bullets? I'm going to put 2 stacks per unit. So let's get these cables run. I don't know if I get the best way of doing this. I'll just go, hey buddy, how you doing? You die now. Oh no. Your friend dead here too. Alright, let's get this cable run. Bit of power. I will hide it eventually. I'll put it under the ground or something. Figure we can deal with that later. As soon as I connect this up, it should start shooting. There we go. Yep, there you go, shooting. Awesome. Fly away, spider. So if I now put another one here, turret, better get another couple of stacks of bullets. It should start firing as well. Can't quite tell if he is or not. But yeah, this is the general idea. I'll run some more cables around and I'll put them up in these corners too. So it's that block there. I'm not sure whether to put it, get rid of this light and put it on the corner. And then possibly put that there. Then I have trouble getting cable to it, so maybe not the best idea. I need a wrench. Nope. Just needs something to pick it up. Okay. Harvestable? No. Okay, I have no idea what to break it with. Oh well, it's staying there for now. Break this one or run the cable up here. And get some more. Go in there. Some bullets. There's just a little bit of protection for the base. probably shooting now. There we go. Take out those baddies. So once I put the fence in, we'll get some more light in there. We should be sweet. Oh, put some light down in there. Oops, missed. I'll break that one in a second. Hey. Night. Oh, look. Whoop. So, this is the plan. That didn't go where I wanted it to. Neither did that, but that's alright. So yeah, I'm going to put these 4 turrets around. And then maybe I'll do a big... I don't know. Might end up putting lasers out each side. We'll see how we go. I think it'd be interesting to have the lasers everywhere. Let's break these 2 blocks. I'm going to break that one there. Get this turret. I got it. Let's put the cable in. Cable. On top. Is that the right one? No, that's not the right one. Oh, I guess I'm putting the laser turret here. Alright, let's get him some power. Oh, give him his upgrades. So I'm not sure what his target will be. I don't really want to break these blocks either. I think I've got shears on here. Yep. Okay. Let's bring the cable down here. I'll just run across the floor. Nope. Sounds like we can hear it going off. Put some of these leaves back up. So that our oxygen generator still has enough leaves to use. Let's see. I don't know what happened to that block there. He should now be shooting. Hey! Camouflage. -2. Alright, so that's basic setup. See, he's shooting. Basic setup of the weaponry for the moon base. I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up. So we've almost gone through a stack of ammo here. Bit of tidying up of this base and move a few things around and make it a little bit more permanent instead of using dirt. It's just a dirt hovel. So I'll bring up some blocks. Die, creeper. Die. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to get... Let's see if we can get this TARDIS landing pad to work. Anything I put down I can't harvest. Is it wrenchable? Oh, you know what? This is ridiculous. Can't harvest anything. Alright, so we're going to call it... This is the TARDIS spot. Can I call my TARDIS? Don't know if I can. Damn it. So somehow I have to fly it here. So it might be worth writing down some actual dimensions. And in between episodes I'm going to try and get the TARDIS up here. And have this landing pad usable so we can just use a TARDIS to and from. So that'll be pretty cool, rather than using all this fuel all the time. Now I need to go outside. Can I sleep? Can I sleep? Yes, I can. Right. It's daytime. Conclusive. Oops. So I need to get launch pad and my rocket. Last bit of fuel. Yep. So I'm going to fly back to Earth, or the overworld. I'm going to get this set up, and next episode when we come back, I'll be able to do interdimensional travel with the TARDIS, I hope. Be able to fly back here and instead of using this rocket all the time. That way, things are a little bit easier. There we go. And that should be probably loading back up now. Yep, loading fuel again. Alright, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know where I doped up, and I know there will be a few. And again, as always, comments in the comment section. Hit that little thumbs up button if you liked it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot.